Hey, it's Rob the Roof Guy. I'm here with the one, the only Steve Badger with Zell.
Cheers.
Tell me what you do.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer for 34 years. I have had the pleasure of representing the property insurance industry in disputed claims. So my job is to represent my insurance company clients whenever there's a disputed claim.
Okay.
Obviously, in the past 2 years, I've gotten very vocal on behalf of the insurance industry in
Sure.
addressing all the issues in the roofing world.
Yeah, because sometimes it can be a little bit confrontational, one side or the other.
You know, sadly it can be, and what I've really tried to do the last few years is demonstrate that while we are on different sides, we all have the same objective, and that is to get the insured's property fixed as quickly as possible. The only issue is what's the scope of damage and what's a fair price. And what I hope I've tried to demonstrate through my work and my debates with Chip Merlin, attending roofing conferences, is that we can all find a way to make it happen fairly. But I will tell you this, if you're trying to rip off my clients,
Oh yeah.
that's a different story.
No, so I've seen you speak at a couple Win the Storm events, and it's funny because everybody there is basically a roofing contractor, and you're going into hostile territory. But every single person comes out of it. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about you, even though you're representing the other side. So, like, you had the Be Nice thing
Yeah,
a couple
right.
years ago, and it's like, I've noticed that you convince more people to see your side because of your personal style.
Well, I appreciate that. I want people to realize that at the end of the day, I'm just a guy doing my job, and I'm a good guy. I'm a fun guy to have a beer with. Beers with Badger today.
Beers with Badger.
And that's important to me. So that's why I come to all these events, because I find that people, once they realize that we all have the same objective,
Okay.
it works out great.
Awesome. And where do you see the insurance roofing industry going? I know in
Oh.
2024, $31 billion was spent by insurance companies replacing roofs. I haven't seen the number for last year. And I know there's certain states where it's much more highly concentrated, Colorado, Texas, Florida, etc. But where do you see the industry going? Where do you see carriers going?
Well, where I hope it goes is that we continue to insure roofs.
Okay.
We need to continue to insure roofs for homeowners and for building owners' benefit. But the status quo cannot continue with the roofs becoming so expensive, all the disputes about what's damaged and what's not.
Sure.
So I see a couple of things happening. One, I'm here at the AccuCert booth today. They're a preferred contractor network. As everyone knows, I'm a huge proponent of preferred contractor networks.
Yeah.
My clients are moving towards sending out contractors as opposed to sending out dollars. Because if we send out contractors, all of the abuses that we have to deal with go away. So we're certainly going to see a movement toward preferred contractor networks. That's just happening. What I also hope we see is an improvement in resiliency.
Okay.
One of my huge pet peeves is that why do we continue to allow shingle manufacturers to create a crappy product that we all know is going to fail an inch and a quarter hill?
Yeah.
But we keep paying for it. So one of my final goals before this old guy retires is to perhaps get into the codes a requirement that every building, at least in Texas, must have class 4 hail-rated roofing.
Yeah, or you could do that, and also maybe the contract, because you know the shingle manufacturers want to sell shingles.
Of course.
So it's hard sometimes to get them to go along. But like where they're not changing the shape and the design so often so that there's not the discontinued material thing as much.
Oh, that's a huge issue. Every few years they change, and therefore now I got this matching problem or the compatibility issues. That has to end.
Okay. And then what's one thing like that on the roofing side, which is what I work in, like what's one thing that you would like to see us do better?
Yeah, so I think what's really important, I spoke of this in my class this morning, give the insurance company a real number and a real reason to pay. Do not give us some BS low number, don't work for insurance proceeds. Give us a real number and tell the adjuster, this is my price. I'm going to work the job and get the roof put on for that price. And I think you'll find that when the adjuster knows that they're not going to get supplemented, they're not going to end up at appraisal, it's not going to get flipped to a lawyer, they just want their 28 grand to put the roof on, I think you're going to find you're going to close more claims quicker and easier.
Yeah. What's something that you think some carriers could do better in the communication process?
Yeah,
Because unfortunately, when you have sometimes an adversarial, not necessarily relationship, you do have some issues on both sides that could be smoothed out a little bit.
The insurance industry needs to realize that Xactimate is not the be-all, end-all.
Sure.
Any carrier that refuses to pay anything more than Xactimate, that's not the intent of Xactimate. Xactimate is an estimating software.
Sure.
Sometimes the jobs are going to be more expensive, sometimes they're going to be less. So I tell the insurance company clients of mine, hey, we're not beholden to Xactimate. Let the contractor explain why his price is a little bit higher. And support that. If he can explain to you why he had to charge a little more to get this job done, as long as it's within spitting distance, right, within a fair delta, we ought to pay that and move forward.
Because there's plenty of money. The roofers are doing fine.
Look, we all know there's
the
plenty.
insurance companies are usually doing fine.
There's plenty of money in Xactimate, especially in commercial jobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can make a really good living working for Xactimate. It's fair, and it is. That's what it is. It's the average price that's out there in the market. At times it's going to be higher, at times it's going to be lower. But just give us a real number that's within the range of Xactimate. Support it. And I think you'll have good success in getting claims resolved.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Badger, I would encourage everybody to go on YouTube and watch Steve Badger debates.
Yeah.
He does a great job, especially in front of hostile crowds often. But he does a really good job representing his side, the insurance company side. But he does it fairly, and he's actually trying to make the industry better for everyone.
Good. Well, I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot to me.
Thank you, Mr.
Thanks.
Badger.
Yeah, you bet.